Hey, 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 it's your girl, Kat. So, let me tell you about a situation I was just in. Let me see if you can relate at all. And then let me tell you how I turned it around for myself. And by situation I was just in, I kind of mean like something I was just feeling. All right, so I'm one of those people, I'm definitely neurodivergent. Brain is all over the place sometimes, and sometimes it's super focused. And I have strokes of inspiration and genius often. And then I have moments of just absolute overwhelm and paralysis. Today's Friday. I'm trying not to step into that paralysis because I've got a lot to do. So here's what happened. I had a relatively productive morning, but a lot of activating stuff, and I think I was holding some tension in my body, so I wanted to go. All of a sudden, all of a sudden I was like, yeah, I need to go to the chiropractor like right now. And when I'm in a zone and I'm in the flow, things are in the flow. It just goes well for me. But when I'm not, it's like trying to swim against the current, and things that shouldn't be a problem become a problem, all kinds of stuff like that. So in that moment, if I would have just followed First Mind and just gone, like, I'm sure the day would have unfolded the way it needed to. Instead, I kind of was like, oh, well, I should also get my son some, last minute school supplies that he requires. I went down and talked to them, and I think something got added to my task list that wasn't my, on my own list. Little things like that throw me off. And it's not on the person, it's absolutely on me. Things like that just throw me off. So when I'm indecisive, like I said, bad things happen. Money gets spent that shouldn't get spent. I haven't really eaten properly, so on top of it, like, I probably would have ended up hangry, would have stopped and gotten food, not liked it. Like, it just would have snowballed in a way that it didn't need to go. So the wise part of me said, Kat, if you don't know what to do right now, don't do anything. Stay at home. You've got plenty of stuff to do here. Plenty of stuff. I'll do a tutorial about that some other time. Like, ooh, the mind of an ADHD creative entrepreneur. Ooh, it's interesting. Anyway, so what I will do and how I will turn it around is right now. I'm gonna do just a quick tapping session on recentering my energy, releasing the stuff that doesn't serve me in this moment, and then taking the next most aligned action. And that doesn't mean like it has to be productive. Maybe I need to take a nap. Maybe I need to do something to further de-stress myself, lessen the overwhelm, lessen the sensory overload. So with that said, we're about 3 minutes into this and I should be tapping already. Here we go. Take off my hat, forgive the fro, take off the glasses. And the setup statement I'm going to use today, and I want to adjust this so that it's not quite so weird. And by the way, talking about being in the flow, like, I need to just do it when I do it. So I'm going to give myself some room and some grace over how I look. And until I have my studio and makeup and the glam squad, like, this is what it is. And I'm actually quite okay with that. Here we go. Well, first I'd like to take a few deep breaths. Inhale into your abdomen, belly breaths. Exhale with a bit of a whoosh if you can. Eyes open, do whatever you require to connect with your breath. Feel your hands, feel your feet on the ground. And just bring yourself into this moment. 3 fingers tapping on the karate chop point, or however you like to do it. Even though I experienced a moment of overwhelm, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I had all these moments where I was feeling indecisive and overwhelmed, I deeply and completely accept myself. The sense of having too many things to do and not knowing where to start, not knowing what the best option is, not knowing how to get it going or finished. Even though I felt all of that, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Top of the head, sense of overwhelm. Inside of the eye right here, where the bone meets your nose, right there, bridge of your nose. That sense of stress and overwhelm. Again, I forgot to take the SUD, but I don't need to do it at this point because I'm just tapping to feel better. If you know what your SUD score was to begin with, cool. If not, don't even worry about it. All of that overwhelm underneath the eye here. That sense of stress, scattered feeling, the overwhelm. Continue breathing underneath the nose. The stress and the sense of overwhelm. Chin point. Feeling so scattered and stressed out. Chest. This sense of overwhelm. Brow point. That sense of overwhelm. And finish up here at the hand. Sense of stress and scatteredness and overwhelm. Up to the top of the head again. I release that sense of overwhelm, or at least I explore the sense of releasing it. Inside of the eye, I give myself permission to release it. Outside of the eyebrow, or at least I flirt with the idea of releasing it. Underneath the eye, what would it feel like if I just let that sense of overwhelm be? Underneath the nose, if I said, hey, overwhelm, I recognize you're here. You've been here before. Under your mouth, and I totally see you, and I get why you're here, but I'm gonna let you be here, okay? Chest. You stay right here, and I'm gonna step away for a moment, recenter myself. Brow point. Shed some of that scattered energy. Hand. And do what I require to feel better in this moment. Top of the head. And give myself a chance to reassess. Eyebrow. After I've released that energy, that extra energy. After I've stepped away from that extra energy. Underneath the eye, come back to center. Under the nose, come back to breath. Under the mouth, come back to self. Come back, clavicle. Come back to my highest self, or something close to it. A little closer. Breath. And decide what is the next best thing. Hand point. What if I give myself a chance to step away from the overwhelm, quickly tend to myself, and do the next best thing? Stay at the hand. What if I give myself a chance to step away from the overwhelm, knowing it's there, I can come back anytime. Take care of myself for a moment and do the next best thing. What if I explore that possibility of stepping away, tending to myself, and doing the next best thing? Top of the head. There's space out here when I step away, inside of eyebrow. I feel myself being able to breathe again, outside of the eye. I feel myself being able to see the greater landscape underneath the eye. and then being able to pick the one next best thing underneath the nose. And I give myself that opportunity to see it now. Underneath the mouth. I breathe into it and give myself to see it now and to do it now. Chest. The next best thing, the most aligned action. I receive it now. Brow point. And give myself permission to do that now. Pause. If you need to shed any extra, just shake your hands off. Allow yourself a few deep breaths. And where are you at? And I hope or invite you, if it serves you, that whatever that next best thing is, you go do that right now. All right? See you guys soon. Come back often. Thanks.